Please stand by. Incoming transmission detected. Origin unknown. Signal acquired. Begin transmission.
The moment it happened, I didn't think it was really happening. Not at first. It was just another video call, just another meeting. But something was way off. I could tell by the way they looked at me, the way their shoulders slumped, the way they hesitated before speaking. I could feel the energy coming through the screen. The words were already heavy before they had even left their mouth. And then, like that, the floor was gone. Emotional triggers were flipped. Emotions I was incapable of nullifying. Emotions I had worked for years. Good work, solid work. Work that mattered to clients. They even said so. In calls, in emails, it was evident. I made clients happy and I solved their problems. And yet, in that moment, I wasn't Bert. I was a decision, a number, a line item. They told me it wasn't personal, but things like this are always personal. There's really no way to avoid it. And when the call ended, I sat there. Just sat there, numb to the idea of carrying on the day. Then the panic hit. I had just lost my only source of dependable income. Just like that, I felt this wave, like grief, but much sharper, more immediate. I felt small, disposable. The day went on as if I was in a slumber. And then the next day arrived, ready or not. I told the people who needed to know. My ex, she said she was sorry. That was the extent of really any consolation given. My kids, they knew before I opened my mouth. Then I did what you do when there's nothing else to do. I started looking. Update the resume, update your LinkedIn profile, hit the job boards, search after search. 100, 200, 500 applications, 700, 1,000, up to nearly 2,000 now. But between the applications, the auto rejections, the quote, thanks but no thanks, unquote, I needed air, I needed space. So I walked, took the dog, climbed a hill. stared at the sky while hiking, trying to figure out where it all went off the rails. Was it me? Could I have avoided this? Why do I somehow end up here? I had no savings, no real safety net, 3 kids, money leaving as fast as it ever came in. And beyond the financial shock, the deeper wound was this. If I'm so good at fixing things, why couldn't I fix this? The job search was brutal. Over 1,600 applications, I had less than 5 interviews, and no callbacks beyond the first round. Over and over, thanks but no thanks. Sometimes within 2 hours, other times just silence. Totally ghosted. I applied to jobs I was overqualified for, jobs I could do blindfolded. Didn't matter. I was over 50. And in the job market, that's an expiration date. I was deemed past due by the gatekeepers of the economy. The worst part? After a while, you start believing it. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I don't deserve another shot. Maybe the world has already moved on from me. But here's the thing. Looking back now, I know that's a lie. I do have worth, and I know I can do great work. And if I could go back to that moment, the second they told me it was over, I'd tell myself one thing. Bullshit, it's far from over. This is In the Margins. Keep going.
Thank you so much for your time today, dear listener. My name is Bert. I've been your host and guide. This has been TransmissionX. If you had fun or learned anything, do the podcast a favor. Subscribe, comment, like, and share with friends. It doesn't take much effort, but those efforts help. Remember, the TransmissionX podcast is part of the Modern AI Web Machine YouTube channel. Once a week, I post video tutorials showcasing how I used AI to help build an e-commerce platform to promote my mental health awareness artwork. Until next time.
Be well. End of transmission.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.